Hi, Nick Collier here, and this is my shop. Come join me. We'll have some fun. Well, Nick Collier here, and I have yet to fully trust my DRO. I mean, it'll take me in within, a few thousandths of where I want to go. But when it comes to real tight tolerances, I just don't trust it yet. It has fucked me over a number of times. So the other day I made a travel dial indicator that goes on the lathe bed itself, and will give me more accurate measurements. But today I want to be able to go up against my cross slide and get measurements. I've come up with different scenarios of magnetic grabbers. I've tried to set it up on the boss here, and it kind of works, but it's kind of flimsy and floppy, and this because of course this is round, and of course you can't set it up on here because there's times when you're all the way back and there's nothing to set it up to. So the other day I looked at it and I went, well, how about if we set up on this part right here, like this. Hang on, let me get this out of the way, like that. And I went, well, that's not a bad idea. Let's give that a try. Well, it works okay, except that as soon as you even touch it a little bit, it falls because there's too much weight against it, and because these magnets are way too weak. So the other day when I built this one, I used a one of those ceramic magnets, super strong, super solid. It once you put it on there, it does not let go. And it turns out I have several of these laying around that I bought some years back, and I gave it a try on here, and I just put it on edge because you know how it is with these things, and you can't get it off, and that's just on the edge. So we're going to do something there. Now the problem is that when you do this, the post comes out this way. What I want to do is have the post come out this way and be able to adapt and adjust to my my index head. So we're going to put that there, and I think I just got a piece of metal cut here just a little while ago. Yep, another small piece of aluminum. It looks like it'll fit just right in between that. And of course it didn't cut real straight, so we have to kind of clean up some edges and things. So we'll set it up that way. And the magnet is too long for it. Oh gosh, no, it isn't too long. It's just about perfect. Do we want it to go that way? I'm thinking we do. We'll just put the magnet in that way, and that way it'll go up against there and hang on, and then we'll have plenty of room to drill a hole on the top here and get all of the mechanism to kind of find its own. So we're going to put this on the mill. We're going to square up some edges. We're going to clean up everybody, make them look real nice, and then come in and see what we can do with that. All right, well, we're going to square up our all of our ends here. Let's go ahead and get it down where we can. There we go. And this doesn't have to be perfectly square. We're just talking about some kind of visual squareness. All right, well, we've got all of our corners done. We've got, I took and sanded this top surface just a little bit while I was over there with the grinder. And now we have to put the magnet in, right? So the magnet wants to go pretty much right along in that general area right there. And so we got a bit that's a little bit smaller than the magnet size. Let's get this over where it wants to be. Drop our bit down. And we're going to go down a little over 1/8. I'm just going to guess for now. That's a small bit. We're going to go a little faster than that. Okay, so here's what happens when you do shoot from the hip kind of building, and that is you don't have it all planned out just perfect. And here's the case in this situation. We're going to close this up. I had planned on putting a magnet there and then attaching this to there and bringing my tower off of here and dial indicator up against the tool holder. But what happened was I didn't have this all the way back, and I went, okay, because it's not all the way back, this isn't going to reach any longer, and so really it's going to have to be something like this. Do you see it? Now what I can do is put this slot right in the end there, and then this can magnetize up against that shoulder still. This is going to come out about another 3/8 of an inch. We're going to trim off that corner there so that it slides in there nice and neat, and we'll be able to take our tower off of that and then come in with the dial indicator. That way we have the entire distance that we can play with. Now I may at the same time put another magnet in here and bring this in closer. I'm not sure just yet, but for the moment we've got to make this exact thing bigger, and so I cut another piece of material in order to do just that. Let's go over to the mill. Well, as you can see, this piece is a lot wider than this one here, but that's not going to hurt anybody. We're going to go ahead and narrow it up, and we can just do that with the mill. And being aluminum, this thing will just chew that up and spit it out, and we'll be back in business. All right, and we're going to speed this process up a bit. All right, well, we put a finishing bit in. We're going to do a nice surface on there. One pass, good and clean. Not that it matters much because, you know, it's for me. Who cares? But, hey, let's have fun. That's more like it. Nice smooth surface. Smoother than a baby's butt. Alright, let's go to the next one, which is a bit rougher. All right, let's see how this is going to fit. And we just slide this in like that. And it looks like it's going to fit just fine. We will have someplace here, someplace in the center here, we will have our post coming up and then the indicator going off that direction. So let's take it back to, oh, and we need to put a groove for the magnet right there. So let's go back. So the first thing we're going to do is put the slot in the back side here for the magnet, and I think we're going to spin a little faster than that. All right, well, we're going to find our center of this piece here. And the way we're going to do that, we can probably just do it here. We'll just double this up. There's one. And there's two, so that's just about perfect. That's just about center right there. And that is, let's see, what do we got? 46. 22, somewhere in that general area. And there is center. Let me go over and make sure that this is the right place. We're on the right side of it. Okay, so we found our bit, 17/64. And that's going to take care of what we want to do here. Come down just a little further. And we're going to find center, which should be right about there. On sand. Looks good to me. Take it out of there. Blow it out. Let's put our tower in. See how that fits. Oh man, just like it was meant to be there. I think we're going to be just fine with that. Now, we've got to rough up this inside here in order to be able to get the glue to stick. So we'll be back. All right, we're going to take a square tip file or a square file and just kind of go in and just mangle up these surfaces. And that looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. And we'll probably want to do a little bit of mangling on the magnet too, because it's pretty smooth. So we'll be back. All right, we're going to mix up a little batch of JB Weld here. I mean, just a little batch. That's all that's really needed. And put that inside of our pocket. Drop our magnet in, and there it is. Now I guess we just kind of let this set up for, I'm thinking, you know, a good 24 hours. I mean, although it's hot out, but still, let's let her set up as long as possible. I'll come back tomorrow. We'll put the tower in. We'll set it up on the lathe and see how it works. All right, well, it's the next morning, and I don't think we need to give it a 24-hour wait. Let's just put this thing together and see how it's going to work. So we put the shaft in, we bring our block over and we attach it, and it looks like it's going to work just fine. There we go. And take it in. Tighten that a little bit more. Take it all the way in. Let's see if it's going to reach. That part may be a problem. It's almost there. All right, well, we got to work on that a little bit. Maybe we get a little longer shaft here, just enough to get in. I mean, we're past 0 right here, but really we should take it all the way to as far as it can go, because sure enough there will be times when I run it as far as we can go. So this shaft here probably wants to be another 4 inches, 5 inches longer in order to be able to hit that. And that's not too much of a problem. And this is holding very well. So I think we've got something. So that was a fairly successful move. I like what we've got, and we're ready to rock and roll. Hey, oh, okay, let's back up here. Take 2. Okay, this is Nick Collier. Oh, start again. Okay. Take 19. Okay, this is Nick Collier. Check it out.